Hey, everybody, it's that time again. On Monday nights, we always do a show, and it is dedicated to the town that Disney built. I'm actually in the Near Disney YouTube studio right now, which is located in the town of Celebration, the town that Walt Disney World built. And as people are coming in, I just would encourage you to share where you're watching from. We are live. I'm here to help you with any questions. As you know, I have a Realtor Dream Team on Wednesday nights that they do a show on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. So you definitely want to go to the Near Disney YouTube channel, subscribe and like so you can get information there. And then on Fridays, we do a show of a video somewhere within the 25-mile radius around Cinderella's castle. But tonight, it's all about celebration.
Information on celebration.
And I want to thank Dee Bellavati, my YouTube producer, for putting the show on. Normally what we do is we want to introduce you to some of the folks that live here. We want to talk about some of the upcoming activities that are coming on because there's always a lot of great stuff to do in this town. There's about 14,000 people now that live in Celebration. And so what I love is we have an internet site as well, a front porch, back porch, a side porch. That's always telling people what's going on. And so I try to collect that data and provide that to you. And at the end of the show, I'm going to come back and give you a 7-day recap on what's going on with the real estate market here. Because as many of you know, if you're a resident, it's good to keep up with what's going on with this crazy market. And if you're looking to possibly move to Celebration, you might want to know kind of what the price points are and all that good stuff. So today, July 10th, it's raining outside. But guess what? That's a good thing for the locals because the high today was 93 degrees. And when it rains like this, guess what? Let me check. It dropped it down to 81 degrees in Celebration. The lakes are nice and full. It cools things down. And it says the low actually go down to about 77 degrees, which is pretty great to be in Florida, don't you think? Yeah, so let me know where you're watching from. If you have any questions, what I'd like to do, thank you. I see a lot of people watching on YouTube. And thank you guys so much for subscribing and liking. You know, my team, we have over 150,000 views now. And that's thanks to you guys. And it's a passion of ours. So let me introduce you. I think we need a little influx of some goodness in regard to, Pat Schroeder. Congresswoman Pat Schroeder was a resident here. She passed away not long ago. And our team decided, along with the Downtown Diner in Celebration and the Celebration Foundation and some friends of mine, Odie and Linda, to have young people nominated for making this world a better place. And so what I've asked is we've had winners each week. And what we're doing now is we're grouping them in threes so that you just get a whole blast of seeing incredible kids and they are making the world a better place. So sit back and relax and I'll come back later on the show and share some information with you. But here's some really great kids. Here you go. So everybody, this is Kim Hawk, and I'm here in the Near Disney YouTube station, and I'm here with Miss McDonough, and she has nominated a very special young lady that actually I've known for a while as well, and it's no surprise to me that she was nominated. But Heidi, if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to read your nomination.
Okay, here it is. In memory of Pat Schroeder, a student who makes the world a better place. When I was asked if I'd like to nominate a student who makes the world a better place, I immediately thought of Malia. Unfortunately, I don't know everything my many students do outside of school. In Malia's case, I know what she does in school, and it does help to make our school and the world a better place. I hear Malia's name often because other students talk about her. I hear about how Malia helped somebody. I hear about how Malia stuck up for somebody. I hear about how Malia tutored somebody. I hear about how Malia is always kind. I hear about how Malia is supportive. For one student to be mentioned in a positive light time and time again, by not only her friends, but by acquaintances too, says something. Because Malia is such a kind, helpful student and friend, she's a role model to others. The world could use a lot more Malias.
Aw. Malia, what do you think about that?
I'm really thankful that Ms. McDonough and a bunch of other people at the school think about me in such a positive light.
So tell us a little bit about what grade you're in and anything else that you want to tell us about yourself.
I'm in 6th grade at a school in Celebration. I was born in Bermuda and I'm 12 years old.
How do you feel about living in Celebration?
I like it a lot. It's a great place to live. I really love how I'm like close to my friends because where I used to live before, I was like a little bit far away from them. So
Yes. So it sounds like you're social and you like to be around other people, right?
yeah.
Well, that is one of the things that we look for. So tell me some more about your family, because we find that the nominees normally would say something, one of the reasons why they're a good apple is because they have a wonderful family. Anything you want to talk about your family about?
My parents always like taught me to be respectful and treat others the way that I would want to be treated. So I kind of like adapted to like that lifestyle that they created for me.
Yes. And I have experienced that myself, like I said, from church. And I just think your family is spectacular. And I know they're a bunch of hard workers as well. Yeah. Now, I know you're young right now, but I normally would ask people, what do they want their legacy to be? But instead of that, let me ask you, in 20 years from now, what do you see yourself doing?
I have 2 interests.
Oh.
One in the like entertainment industry or athletic.
I like that. So when you say that, what type of job would you like in those fields?
Probably a singer.
You got my heart there. You know that I'm a singer too, so I can appreciate that. Well, if your folks haven't heard, and maybe you already know about it, but there's this wonderful school that's in Celebration. It's called the Celebration Arts Academy. They actually have summer classes that they offer, voice lessons, dance lessons, all that stuff, because it's never too early to start working on your dream, right?
Yeah.
And if it was sports, what area would you want to be in sports?
Basketball.
Oh, yes. So I had the honor, gosh, it's over 20 years ago, the NBA All-Stars came to Orlando, and I was the liaison with the basketball players. And since then, I've remained friends with Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley and Isaiah Thomas. Some of these names you might not know, but probably Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, maybe, yeah?
Yeah.
But I can tell you, it takes a lot of dedication, right? Those guys work very hard in order to be in that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they're very good. They're very nice people too. So I'll have to see if I can try to send this video to them so they can see our superstar that I'm talking to today.
Okay, thank you.
Well, she's a wonderful young person. I see hundreds a day, at least. And Malia stands out. She really does. There's something else this is going to sound a little weird. She stands out too for her, I don't even know how to say this. I know this is the wrong word, her normalness, but she's like, she's not like a teacher's pet. She's not just trying so hard all the time to be impressive. It's just Malia. And that's what's great. She's a nice, she gets along with a lot of people. She's, she does her job in school, but she's not going over the top. I'm not saying you're not trying, you're trying, but I'm saying it's not for that. It's just her being her. And I think that's really special. There are people that are just always trying to be the best at everything and trying to have the most friends and that's her. And that I think makes it extra special that this is, the fact that so many people look up to her, the fact that she's a good student, that's her every day, all the time.
Oh,
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Well, that's exactly right. You're just you're charming. You're just also, people are drawn to you because they see, I think they feel the goodness in your heart. They see the goodness, and so people feel like you're going to care for them and you're going to, I get that too. I completely see that as well. She's got a wonderful family as well that has contributed to that. And,
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Well, congratulations. And like I said, be looking for the email from the Perez family as well, and be looking for your sign in the front lawn. And Heidi, once again, thank you so much for being tenacious and making it happen.
Well, I'm
Thank
sorry
you,
for whatever it was, but I don't know, and it just miraculously worked finally.
Yeah.
I don't have any idea.
Prayer.
I'm glad. Yeah. I'm sorry you guys had to keep coming on and trying.
No, we're happy to do it, and I'm excited to have you guys on the show. So thank you again, and we'll be looking for you guys to check us out on YouTube on Near Disney, because you're going to see a lot of these superstars throughout the year.
Wow, yeah, that's cool.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as YouTube's fairy godmother of real estate. I'm in the Near Disney YouTube studio right here in the town that Disney built. It's called Celebration, Florida, and we are doing this special program. We are highlighting young people that are making this world a better place. And today we have Frankie and we have Alexander. Do you like to be called Alexander or Alex?
Alexander.
You do? Okay. Well, we'll make sure that's right. And Bonaslawski's. And guess who nominated the two of you?
Who?
Me. I got to nominate somebody. And there's going to be about 52 winners throughout the year. And you know what? I think, Frankie, you in particular might remember there was a congresswoman named Pat Schroeder when we did the 12 Days of Christmas with the Disney Furloughed. Remember when your family was involved in that for 12 days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lady that read the Christmas story one night was Congresswoman Pat Schroeder. Yeah. And so she was a big believer in wanting to find young people that were making a difference, that had kind hearts and were fun, and that people that Walt Disney would want to meet. And guess what? I think it would be you two. What do you think about that?
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Well, let me share with you. I think when I was asked, because I'm on the steering committee, who I wanted to nominate, you two came up to mind right away. A lot of times teachers are nominating. It's between the ages of 3 and 18 years old. And you guys meet that criteria, right? Alexander, how old are you?
3,
3. You're our youngest one. And then Frankie, how old are you?
6.
6. Look what a big difference you make in my life already at your age. Yeah. So what's going to happen is this. We're going to ask you some cool questions. And then I think you want to keep this video because you'll be able to pull this up when you're getting ready to go to college. Do you want to go to college one day?
Yes.
And you're going to show everybody that you won the Pat Schroeder Award. That's going to be a big deal when you put that on your application for college, because I think people will remember Pat Schroeder 20 years from now.
Yes.
Yes. And she was a kind person. She wanted to help people. And that's what I see the two of you doing. Yeah? Yes, yes. So let's talk about what you like to do in celebration.
Go to the beach.
Yes, you like to go to the beach. That's nice. We're not too far from the beach. I love that.
And like sometimes the parks.
Go to the parks. I see that. And sometimes, is anybody playing softball? Or I saw a cute picture of the two of you dressed up, and it looked like maybe you were doing softball or something.
Yeah, it's baseball.
Baseball. Okay. So when you're 6 years old, and I am so impressed, especially both of you, because there's times when I come out with my YouTube crew and I'm interviewing people, and I stop in your village and I say, would you like to be interviewed? With no hesitation. Did you come up and you could speak on microphone? Do you remember that day?
Yes.
and I was asking you what's your favorite village in Celebration, and you said, I think it was North Village. Didn't you say North Village? Yeah. So when you guys grow up, what do you think you want to become?
Fireman.
A fireman. Oh, I love that. Our firemen from Celebration are going to like that. Have you ever visited the fire?
Policeman.
A policeman. Well, I think I know some policemen that are going to like that you said that too, Alexander. Yes. I think Justin Pickle from Celebration might want to send you a note or something. He's a wonderful police officer that lives here. Frankie, what are you wanting to be?
I want to be a doctor.
A doctor. Ooh, I like that. Well, Mama has
I want to be a doctor too.
both doctors. Oh, I love that. I love that. So what kind of doctor do you think you want to be, or do you want to cure something in particular?
I want to be a green one.
Well, you know what? We're going to watch this video in 25 years or something, and you may very well be walking into that. So I just say it's good to put that up on the wall that you want to be a doctor, right? And you just be your wonderful selves. You're so smart. That's another reason why I nominated you. You're smart and you're lovely and beautiful and all good things. And you love the Lord. I love seeing you at church. So Frankie, have you thought about what kind of doctor you might want to be?
Yes. I want to be an entomologist.
Oh, I don't even know what that is, Frankie. Tell me what that is.
It's like a scientist that studies bugs, which is like a doctor that sciences.
Oh, that sounds super cool. That sounds super cool. So what do you think about, because you've lived in Celebration your whole life, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mommy and Daddy brought you here, right? What do you think about Mom and Dad?
They're so special to us and care about us.
I know, I see that. I witnessed that. And, you know, I think that's one of the reasons, too, that you're going to blossom into these very successful doctors, if you want to be doctors when you get older, because you have the support of incredible parents. And, you know, you've got support. You know, I like to affectionately call myself Aunt Kimmy to you, but I want to be a part of that, too, because I believe in both of you.
I need to show you something else.
Okay, I'm ready.
I was gonna give it to you.
Oh, I can't see it very well right here, baby, but I appreciate it. Whatever it is, I'm going to put it up on my wall.
It says, I love you, Auntie Kim, and Palm Sunday sticker.
Oh, I love it. Oh,
I was gonna give you this.
oh, sweethearts, thank you so much. That would be great. I'm going to put it up in my office in my YouTube studio. Congratulations. This is a big deal.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We are doing a series because we have a beloved person from the town of Celebration by the name of Pat Schroeder. She's a congresswoman from Colorado that made a world of difference in this world. She passed away recently, and I'm in partnership with the Downtown Diner owners as well as the Celebration Foundation. And we've come together and we've been asking for nominations. And we've been getting nominations from teachers and from parents and whatnot. But guess what happened today? We have a nomination from one of the people that's one of the big parts of this whole program. So we've got Adrian Perez on the show with us tonight. Hey, Adrian.
Hi.
So why don't we talk a little bit about that, Adrian? How long have you been involved now with the diner?
So we officially took ownership of the diner January 1st. So 5 months in, give or take.
And it is going gangbusters. For those of you who have not been down there, I love it there. And you know what I love too is your whole vibe. You know, everybody that works there just seems like, positive vibes only. Positive vibes only. And then for me to know that you nominated one of your own, who's right here with us, Adam. Adam, you want to say hi?
Hello.
So Adam, how old are you?
I am 16 years old.
16 years old. And you know what? We probably should start with, if Adrian wants to talk about the nomination, whatever you want to say, the floor is yours.
So Adam is somebody who was brought on very early on in the process. Whenever we took over the diner, I asked our son Ethan, I said, Ethan, I need you to bring me at least 4 young people who are just as good as you are. He hit the nail on the head, but Adam really stuck out to all of us because, he's become an invaluable member of the team. Early on, it was identified that he's like has a cool, calm demeanor, very positive, always smiling. And he took on a task on his own. He said, I want to be the control person at the host stand on the weekends, which is not easy.
No, it's not.
Anybody who's ever worked in a restaurant knows that that's one of the most crucial positions because they control the flow of the whole service. They control how quickly we get sat. They control basically the flow of how the food comes out of the kitchen, everything. And Adam jumped at that opportunity. He took it, he owned it, and he's been doing a fantastic job. And it shows all throughout the diner. The people who've been there for years, people who've been there for 6 months, 3 months, all say the same thing. It's like Adam knows what he's doing, and he does it in a very cool, calm, and collected manner. Always has a smile on his face, and his willingness to grab that bull by the horns and own it has improved our flow and has improved not only the guest experience but the team member experience as well. And to be a young person and to have that kind of poise it just needed to be recognized.
Oh, what do you think about that, Adam?
I think he's the best boss I could ask for. This is my first job, and I could not ask for a better job. I absolutely love it. I love the diner. I love the vibes. I love my friends, my coworkers. Everybody's amazing.
Well, it really is such an important position. I had worked with Emerald Lagasse for 5 years because I was in charge of marketing for branding for Universal Studios for 5 years. And so Emerald shared with me during the 5 years that I was working with him how important it is to work every position in a restaurant, because he never wanted to, as the owner, to ask somebody to do something that he couldn't do himself. And so when you see an owner trusting you, especially at your age, 16 years old, to be handling all these very important components, that's a pretty big deal.
I was definitely trained by the best. Yeah. You get the hang of it eventually.
Well, you know what? The Pat Schroeder Award is really about finding young people, because you're a winner, that are making this world a better place. And you can make this world a better place when you're at the helm and all of a sudden you realize maybe, because in the restaurant world, sometimes people sometimes get in the weeds. And so when you got somebody at the front that realizes, hey, somebody needs a little bit more time to catch up with their tables, or somebody's really ready to grab another table, or, I know that this person that's walking through the door loves to be sat with whomever, that's where the magic happens, right?
And you are 100% right, Kim, because there are times where I've walked up to the door and I've been like, why is this person not getting sat? Why is this table open? And Adam will go, hey, P, look, I can tell, look at them. They're in the weeds. They're having a little bit of trouble. Give them a few minutes. And then you know what? You got it, Adam. I'm sorry. My bad. And I'll back away and I'll be like, obviously he knows what he's doing. And that's a natural talent. That's not something that can be trained, especially so early on in your work experience. So, he's very humble, right? He's very humble, but you need to own that. You deserve this. Because making the world a better place also involves making the world that you live in and around you a better place. There are times when you work in the restaurant industry where you have your seasoned veterans who sometimes become a little hardened, or they become a little abstract from the fact that we're here to have a not only a good time, but we're here to give our guests a good time. Adam is somebody who has done that for a number of individuals at the diner, including myself at times, where it's kind of like, hey, everything's okay, we're good, I got this, let's keep it moving.
So, Adam, let me ask you this. So, in about 5 years from now, you're probably going to be what, about 21 years old?
Yes, 21.
What do you see yourself doing when you're 21 years old?
I actually do not know. I have no idea what I'll be doing. I just love interacting with people. I love talking to people. So whatever I'll do, and I'll do my best, and I'll just be good at whatever I'll do.
Well, what I understand from Adrian too is that you're an AB student. So I understand you're a really good student in school. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you play volleyball. Are you on the volleyball team?
Yes, I've been playing volleyball for 3 years now.
And I understand you speak a little Francais.
Yes, I was born and raised in Paris. So yeah, I moved to the United States about 6 years ago. So I'm still fluent.
Can you say something in French for us?
Ouais, j'adore le Downtown Diner. C'est absolument, j'adore. C'est mon endroit préféré et j'adore mon boss.
Oh, I don't know what you said, but it sounded perfect.
It gets me every time. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes. So, do you have any brothers and sisters, or?
Yes, I have an older sister, an older brother who actually is graduating right now, and I have a twin brother who just started working at the Downtown Diner.
Are you like twins where it's hard to tell the difference, twins, or?
Yes, absolutely. He has curly hair. Well, I mean, some people can still see like that. Apparently, we look alike. I personally don't see it. He has curly hair, and he's shorter. I'm taller, skinnier, and straight hair.
Are you sure you're taller? I don't know because he just got hired on. I'll have to double check that this weekend because I
am taller, AP.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
taller. He looked a little taller. I'm just saying.
I'm tall. It's me.
Oh. So, yeah, and I say Adrian, but AP is that's cooler. But AP. So, talk to me about how many people do you employ, just approximately, at the Downtown Diner Celebration?
So we have about 52 team members right now. That doesn't include myself or my wife. So if you include the two of us, it's 54.
And so this is wonderful. So Adam, you see what I'm saying is that you can have such a great impact by knowing how to run a restaurant well and learn the business side of it too, so that all of a sudden you realize you're just not one person. You are employing over 50 people. You're making jobs for 50, not 15, not 5, 50 people. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I tell you, one of the things that's always been huge for me is I always wanted, whatever operation I've been in charge of, I've always wanted young people around me. I've always wanted that youth around me. I believe that it keeps me young, it keeps the staff young. And the other thing is, and this is something that Adam is very, very, very good at. Adam has a thirst for knowledge, and he has a desire to want to do more, learn more, and know as much as he can. And you know, when you hear the things about the youth of today, oh, they're lazy, oh, they don't want to do this, they don't want to do that. I got to be honest with you. Adam is a perfect example of why those individuals are the minority, and Adam is somebody who's a part of a silent majority, because Adam was one of the first people that our son Ethan brought to us to be a part of the team, and since we brought on more young people, they've kind of followed his lead. His desire and his thirst to do more. It doesn't matter what it is. Need you to bus tables, Adam? Boom, he's there. Need you to run food? He's there. Hey, Adam, you want to learn how to make waffle mix? Yeah, sure thing, boss. And he's there. And now we have a diner full of these young people who are spreading this infectious energy of positivity, a thirst for knowledge, that all of veterans like myself, like our general manager Mike, like some of our line cooks Dallas and Manny are able to teach, and then they're able to get a renewed sense of enjoyment and passion in what they do because of people like you, because of you, Adam, because of you.
Oh, Pat Schroeder, who traveled the world, met with kings and met with presidents and everything. no matter how busy and crazy it got, and big meetings about, everything from missiles to national security, would take a break and have ice cream. And so what's so wonderful is AP worked with us. We just did a video where Jim Schroeder, her husband, helped us create the Pat Schroeder milkshake. And so you, and also the person that nominated you, gets to have a milkshake from the diner.
I'm excited.
And what we'd like to see is, I think at the end of the year, because we'll have about 52 winners and 52 people that are nominating. And Sadie Moore, who's our original winner, I've asked her, because she's a dancer, so she's going to create a line dance. And she's going to teach all of you guys how to do it if you want. And then we want to be in the street somewhere, and we're going to do the Celebration Shuffle. We're creating a song called the Celebration Shuffle. And we want to do another video. So before you know it, Adam, you might be like, hey, I'm kind of busy. I've got this YouTube thing going on the side.
I got stuff to do.
let me tell you, Miss Kim, he's definitely going to be on that vibe, because as everybody knows, we film our videos for our dinner specials, and I kind of let Adam know today we've got a very, very prominent special role picked out for him in our next video. So
that's the other big surprise. So you heard it here. Everybody, you got to make sure you watch for these videos. I always share them, AP, because I just think they're delightful. They're so much fun. But that's kind of cool. You're going to have Adam in one of the videos, right?
Absolutely. We've got it's going to be a blast. He's going to enjoy it, and so is everybody who gets to watch it.
I love it. And I can't wait. I've got a request in at some point to create the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo burger.
We're working, and that has not left our mind. As a matter of fact, Courtney and I were talking about that today. So we're working on it. We've got something coming down the pipe very, very soon.
I love it. Well, you've got to give our love to Courtney too, because Courtney is just as much of a part as with the family, because I know it's a big commitment for the family. And Adam, do you want to say anything about your family? Let me ask you, why did your family decide to move from Paris to this area?
Well, it's actually always been my mom's dream to live in the United States. She had to grow up in France, and France is fun, but you would just watch those Disney movies and be like, oh my God, America, that's the place we want to go to. And we won the green card lottery 6 years ago, and it's like a free citizenship, and it was meant to be. Like, it was a miracle. We came here, and we love celebration.
Well, I'm so glad they picked the right people, because when you get nominated like this, you're definitely a shining star. And but wow, we always say we want to dream and go over to Paris, so it's nice to know that you guys want to be over here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Anything else anybody wants to say before we wrap up the show today?
I mean, Adam, I'm proud of you, and I tell you all the time that you whenever you come into the diner, whenever you get there, immediately I'm like, Adam's here, everything's good. You smile, we high five or we hug, and I always say the same thing every time he comes in. First time I see him, Adam.
Yep.
And what do you say?
AP.
My boy, that's my guy. That's right. I mean, your energy is infectious. Your positivity is ridiculous. Be proud of who you are. Know that we've got your back. Courtney, myself, the rest of the team at the diner, we love you, and we are so thankful and grateful to have you, your energy, and who you are, a part of our diner family. So thank you for being you.
Thank you, AP. I'm actually so grateful for you guys. I love everybody, Mike, Manny, all the managers. I can't ask for more. Like, I'm the luckiest man alive.
If that's not just a beautiful way to end this interview, I just want to say merci.
De rien.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you at the diner. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Everybody have a blessed night. Thank you so much. Everybody make sure you check out the Downtown Diner Celebration. They've got a lot of great stuff going on. I can't wait for the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo burger. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Isn't it great? So I just noticed a couple of things in that video, one of which is I wanted to say thank you to all the wonderful comments that are coming in. I love the name, the Not So Sad Panda. I love that. They're saying, hey, AP, I'm seeing comments like, thank you for giving young people a great place to work and learn. I'm seeing well done, Adam. I'm seeing comments from people saying how sweet Alexander and Frankie are, and of course Malaya, who started the show. What a wonderful representation of positivity, and having a teacher nominate her as well. We've got great teachers. So this is a look every week in regard to what is our community about. And I think you can see the heart of these incredible, lovely people. And wouldn't it be nice, like if you knew that you were moving here and you thought, okay, when my child gets to be 15 years old or whatever, their jobs, and you know that there's a place like the Downtown Diner Celebration that has people that are so positive and supportive, and that group, when you walk in there, you just have a lot of fun because they're very well cared for. And so congratulations. You know, it's nice to have them as partners for the show. I also wanted to thank the Celebration Foundation as well, because they are very much wanting to support those that are being great influences. And of course, Pat Schroeder, love them as well. So let's go on very quickly. I'll do it very quickly because I know I've kept you guys for quite a while tonight, but I really wanted to showcase those young people. It's inspiring, and it's a wonderful representation of celebration. So just a couple of things this week. There's a new homeowner orientation if you'd like to go, Tuesday, July 11th at 6 p.m. at Town Hall. That's kind of a nice thing if you want to go and learn what does the HOA do, what does CD do, all these different acronyms for things. Summer is almost over, you guys, but for those that are asking, they do have incredible summer camps around this area, all kinds of great stuff. I think we even had mentioned the Celebration Arts Academy in the video earlier today. I know they have something, but the town, I think the last day to register is July 17th. So only one more week, right, to register. And that would be for week 8, which is the last week. That's July 24th to the 28th. And it's the finale of the summer breakout camp. It says full of surprises, sign up to join. And so there's a deadline. And then guess what? After that, school's getting ready to start already. Where did the summer go, guys? Where did that summer go? Let me know if you've been going on any special trips and stuff. I think we need to do a story about where people go if they live here. You know, do they go on staycations? I've been noticing a lot of people traveling abroad. But wasn't it cool when we were looking at these students that were nominated? Did you realize one was from Bermuda and another was from Paris? So many times I think when you live here, you just kind of take it for granted. But there's people that are making plans to move from Paris to be here. They love watching the Disney movies and the whole feel of a Disney vibe of a town. So it's real. That's what we're trying to show you on this Near Disney YouTube channel, the personalities of what's going on. So this Friday, July 14th, it's Food Truck Friday. It's from 5 to 9 p.m. And it's kind of cool. They've got a group called Sound Check Orlando. And I love it because it's 5 talented teenage rock stars. And when I was younger, when I was in high school, I was in a rock band too. So I'm looking forward to going down and checking those folks out. You know, that's Lakeside Park, you know, cat corner to Columbia Restaurant, another great restaurant in town. There's an event coming up on Saturday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to noon at Heritage Hall. You know, Heritage Hall is South Village area. There is an author that wrote a book called At Home with Nature. And so you want to register for that event. It's a resident only event, but how cool is that? An author is coming, so you can check out Town Hall. And I think I've got a lot more stuff coming up, but I think we have more than enough time to review those up front. There is one where I look like the date is going to pass if I don't talk about it tonight. Oh, and don't forget, you can donate blood at the Lakeside Park on Food Truck Friday as well. That's important. Yes, that's from 4 to 9 p.m. You can donate blood. And then the last thing that I think has a timeliness to it, there's an Osceola chamber. I know sometimes when people move here, they'll ask, is there a chamber of commerce? Is there a Rotary? We have everything here. We have everything. And so the Osceola chamber is doing an event at the Windsor, which is our assisted living area, which is so great. You know, when you get to the age where you're like, is there an assisted living, independent living, memory care? We have the best ever. It's in Celebration. They even have like a rooftop bar that you can see the fireworks. They've got a movie theater there. They have an indoor swimming location. They've got a fitness center. And what you end up doing is you have an apartment, you bring your furniture in, you don't buy it. You actually are renting month to month. It's an incredible location. If anybody ever has any questions about that feel free to call me on that as well. But on, it looks like this Wednesday, July 12th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., they are having a speaker that has spoken quite a bit at Disney events. And his name is James Songster. And he talks about leadership training. It's $30, which includes lunch. And so just check that out. If you like, you can go to the osceolachamber.com and ask some questions about that. Now, the last bit before we leave is we always like to show you a snapshot. Let's do that. Let's get this for you. A snapshot on what's going on with the market, because I think it's important that everybody knows one of your biggest investments in town is your real estate, right? And so the market has been so crazy. I will probably have to talk you through it because it's a little bit of type, but I will say this last 7-day week has been very minimal in regard to properties that have been touched. I don't know if it's the rain or people just really getting busy with things, but there were only 11 properties that had some type of impact in the last 7 days. Last 7 days. We do every 7 days. Now, it looks like 2 sold, and the 2 that sold were Marisol condos, Main Village. And to give you an idea, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath sold for $525,000, and it was 1,633 square feet. So that is the most expensive property that sold in Celebration the last 7 days. Now, there were 6 new actives, 6. That's quite a bit more than what we're used to seeing. So there's a little bit more inventory coming on, and 3 pended. So that's double inventory coming on that's going off. Now, I haven't seen that in probably a year. So this is a first. And so now there's 3 pendings. The most expensive pending that occurred this week was $849,000. They were asking. It's 2,160 square feet, and that is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, and is located in South Village. That is the most expensive that people have been looking to put a contract on there. All right, so I'm hoping all this information was helpful to you. Please know once again how much we appreciate you watching. I hope this is helpful information on Wednesday nights. Once again, please, near Disney YouTube channel, my Realtor Dream Team talks about how to buy and sell a home in 2023. I learned lots of stuff from them as well. And you can always call me at 1-800-Kim Hawk if you have any questions, if anybody's interested in even just seeing what maybe the value of their home is presently today. I can do that quickly for you. And then once you get real serious about wanting to sell, I'll walk through your property with you, and then you can tell me your upgrades and figure out if the price should be higher. Oh, that was a mouthful, but thank you for being with us, and congratulations to all the winners. And we will talk to you again next week. Bye-bye.